Hello and welcome to another episode of Historically Marked, and I'm getting my kicks on Route 66. I am at the west end of the Devil's Elbow Bridge, which has been restored. It's a legendary Route 66 bridge. It's seen its ups and downs, and there's a historical marker, but it's about half a mile east of here, or west of here, I'm sorry. So I'll go ahead and show you that real quick, and then I'll go back to the bridge. So now I'm on this roadside pullout, and it's about half a mile west of the actual bridge. And I'm not really sure why it was placed here, but you know, I guess maybe for obvious reasons. Now this is a Hampton Hotels Route 66 roadside attraction, and obviously the top part has been blown off or is missing. But I'm going to go ahead and show you what it says. Established in 1870, meaning the actual community of Devil's Elbow, named after a bad bend in the Big Piney River. This Devil of an Elbow was made famous by historic Route 66. And then of course you got that, the Save a Landmark. You've seen, I mean, if you watched any of my Route 66 videos, like the ones in Litchfield and some of the others, yeah, you've definitely seen that symbol. I'm going to take a little walk before I go back to the bridge. And you get a nice view, and that is a railroad bridge down there. Let me give you a little close-up. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, better than nothing, I suppose, but pretty cool. I mean, just think, I mean, you're pretty much in the Ozarks and in the hilly part of Missouri. I mean, that's what makes this landscape so pretty much awesome, because, you know, obviously this is something I can't see at home. So, I mean, it's not an everyday thing for me as it is for some people who live in these hilly areas. But for now, I'm going to go back onto that bridge. Here we go. And then this is going westbound. So I'm about ready to walk on this bridge. So Devil's Elbow is actually an unincorporated community here in Missouri, in Pulaski County, and it's just right over here. It's situated on the Big Piney River. But for over a century, this was once a busy place, because not just because of Route 66, but because lumberjacks were busy upstream cutting the short-leaf pine or hacking railroad ties from the hardwoods. This would also be a popular rafting place, and people would go boating and canoeing here on this river. So it was mostly a destination for, I guess, St. Louisans. And if you look at some of these bluffs, I mean, I know I've seen plenty here on this Missouri Route 66 trip, but according to the Missouri State Planning Commission, it is one of the 7 beauty spots in Missouri. I hope they're not just talking about these, but I mean, there's plenty other ones, you know, especially the ones over by that marker. So this bridge really did last up until the 1970s, when the last of maintenance work happened, and, you know, this was rotting down, as do most older bridges. So when the decommissioning of Route 66 happened in 1985, the highway ceased to be a federal responsibility, and it had long lost its state highway status, so the maintenance of this bridge became the responsibility of Pulaski County, and that's when things really went downhill, but uphill. But it wasn't until 2002 when Pulaski County Commissioners they announced they affirmed their dedication to saving this bridge. It was going to cost $2.5 million, but by October 24th, 2013, a groundbreaking ceremony was held to commemorate the start of renovations. And so by May 22nd, 2014, the bridge that I'm standing on right now was reopened for traffic. So locals and travelers, especially Route 66 international travelers, can enjoy this. So There's always a happy ending to something, right? All right, so over there is the historic Elbow Inn, and it went by a different name. Was it the Munger Moss Inn?
Yeah, Munger Moss Sandwich Shop back in the early 30s, and then when my grandpa Paul Thompson bought it, turned it to the Elbow Inn.
All right. I'll be sure to include that. Some nice history. Now, is this the same place that let people hang their bras on the ceiling?
Yep, yep. That used to be a tradition, but after it got flooded back in 17. Kind of had to re-gut the whole thing, and
oh wow,
all the bras got pretty moldy.
We're
gonna have one that we kept that didn't get too moldy, but yeah.
So this has been closed down for 4 years then?
No.
2 years, okay. All right. So yes, viewers, be sure to keep that in mind. If you need a good place to eat, this place will reopen pretty soon in 2021. And this is the future Elbow Inn. And I just talked to the family. I know it says no trespassing, but I do have their permission. But I will show you these stickers on here. Really nice. I know I'm being watched, but I have permission.
And you can see on the back side, when my grandfather was here, he bought just the restaurant, the sandwich shop.
Okay.
He built on this 2-decker apartment building that he lived in the top, and he rented out the bottom apartments to GIs and friends. And they were just small, efficient.
Oh, Fort Leonard Wood.
On Fort Leonard Wood, yeah. And you know, he tinkered in his little basement there. He was one of those Renaissance guys, could do just about anything, fix about anything. And then my dad built on this part. You can see where it comes on. That's kind of the dining room part. It was actually on solid land. The other part's actually on rock ledge.
Ooh.
So we were lucky. It had flooded a bunch of times before, but never moved anything. The flood of 15, which was pretty big. It got in the basement, which is where all the electrical was, and the electricity kept working. We always
oh
my
my gosh!
Grandfather and my brother who were down there holding it together. And then my Uncle Bob. All three of them are passed, and so we're pretty sure they worked together to keep it going for Terry and Susie. We had it leased since 1990.
Oh, have you?
To first Chris Leverton, and then we leased it to Terry Robertson. A lot of people thought Terry owned it. Terry didn't dissuade them of that idea. So everybody says, "Oh, did you buy it from Terry?" No, we didn't buy it from Terry. We owned 50 acres.
Oh.
So 50. You know, it's more like 13 or 14 this direction down the river.
Oh wow.
And another 40 that way. Of course, a lot of it's vertical acres, but yeah. So we own all up and down here. And because it's not a navigable river, we own out to the middle of the river. So wherever the river moves, our property line goes right up to the middle.
Does it really?
Yeah,
wow.
so
all the kitties are out there.
Yeah, I know they are. We have 3 tavern cats.
All right, well, thank you so much for getting your kicks with me in this Route 66 video. I am literally standing on the new Devil's Elbow Bridge in Pulaski County, near, of course, the unincorporated community of Devil's Elbow, Missouri. I am Jason, signing off.